It's a nice day. It's time for a video that I haven't made one of these in a long time, or this type of video. So, there's many reasons behind that, but anyway. Today, this video is going to be about this that finally came in. I've been wanting one of these for a while. I had to wait because they were out of stock, but it finally came in back in stock, and I was able to order one. And then I was able to go pick it up. So for this video, we're going to talk about what's in this box. The lighting wasn't great on the balcony, so I moved back inside. But inside the box is the Saber 10A1 with the 12.5-inch barrel that's forced to identify as a pistol in 308. So I've been eyeing this rifle, pistol, whatever you want to call it, for probably over a year now. I think I stumbled across it on PSA's website when I was like surfing or something. And I really liked the color, the barrel length. It was kind of a setup that I was looking for. Obviously, this has the brace, which is I guess the only downside really. But then the other thing that caught my eye was on this build is they got the rifle speed adjustable gas block. I had one of those on a 308 AR I built. That originally I built it with an adjustable gas block, but I had to use an Allen key. And if you ever lost or couldn't remember the number of clicks you were at, you had to go all the way back to the beginning and then figure out where you needed to go. Whereas this takes the guesswork out of it. The one I have on the other rifle, I did have to order the number 37 plunger and put in there because with the two plungers it came with, they were overgassed. Yeah, they're smaller, so overgassed. I got the one recommended for 308, put it in, took it out and shot it till the bolt would hold open, unsuppressed and suppressed. So I now have my numbers for that rifle using the rifle speed gas block settings. So like on that rifle, it's 4 for suppressed and 7 for unsuppressed. And I haven't shot this yet. I got it yesterday. I need to go make sure that the correct plunger is in this one. I actually have a spare just in case they don't have their correct one in there, so I can fix that on the fly. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm not going to put a whole lot on this rifle, but I got some parts over here to show that I'm going to put on this. The one thing this doesn't include is iron sights. I kind of wish for the price it would have some iron sights to come with it, because I think like the Jackal line, I think their iron sights are included. I had these are pretty old Troys that I had lying around. I thought I had a set of the metal Magpul imbus, but I only had I think the front and not the back. I got a sling to throw on it, and for this one, since to me this isn't for long range, this is more of a carbine configuration. I got an EOTech, I can't remember the dang lettering. So I got the EXPS3 with the DCR reticle. I have a bunch of EOTechs. Like the 552s or whatever for 308 with the ranged reticle. I have a few of those. I think I have some standard ones with the 65 millimeter. I knew about this one and I wanted to try it, so it's going to go on the rifle, and maybe a light in the future, and that'll be about it. I don't think I'm going to put a magnifier or anything on this. So, but I'm gonna put this stuff on and I'll be right back. So here's the reticle on the EOTech. It's kind of distorted through the camera. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was compared to the other one. I thought it would be similar size to the standard reticle. Alright, I got my parts on the rifle. That also include, I managed to ordered a grip plug that came in. So that's holding 2 RC123 batteries for me. My EOTech's mounted. I got an AFG because can't put a real vertical grip on a rifle that's forced to identify as a pistol. I do have a can ordered. I got a FDE Sandman X that should be hopefully arriving at my dealer if it's not already there, so that I can start the Form 4. And I need a light, but I haven't figured out what I want to put on this, so hadn't bothered with that yet. I didn't find that many videos about this rifle with this barrel, or pistol with this barrel length on the net. What was out there ended up being a debate about 300 versus 308 with a shorter barrel, and that the amount of energy you're losing with the shorter barrel for 308. And yeah, you are, but it's still up to what, 300 yards is still gonna have more energy than an AK, from what I can gather. So for me, 308 is going to do everything that 300 blackout can do, minus using like subs that you can get for 300 blackout. But 308 is what I want and does what I want for my needs. So then also I guess my argument would be that 300 blackout's even more expensive for what it is when you can get 308 cheaper. But anyway, to each their own. So if you want a 300 blackout, go get a 300 blackout. I may, and that's a strong if, and get a mixtape at one point, which is made by PSA, and I think is in the Saber line. That would be my first 300 blackout, but I haven't really decided on that yet. So I have put 100 rounds through this to adjust my gas setting to know where it is. This thing does, with a flash hider, it does have the recoil, or the recoil is harder, and it takes more effort to do like a double tap, which is kind of harder to do due to the recoil. I sighted this in at 25 yards just because I had that marked out already. But even at that, the DCR reticle was working really well, because I walked up to like 10 yards and could notice the difference using the chevron to use as the aiming point instead of the red dot, or the center dot. So I was pretty happy with that. My gas setting is at like 11, so I think that's kind of high for unsuppressed, but I mean it's where it's in the range. And at some point I'll probably see what plunger's in this. If I do want to change to another size, it would be, I think, one size lower for how they do it. Because like the next size, if I put that in here, my gas setting should drop to an 8. But right now I'll just, when I get the can in and change out the muzzle device, I'll be able to see what plunger is in there. But overall, I think I'll probably stick with the one that's in here, because that will give me a good setting for putting a suppressor on here for the suppressor setting for the rifle speed. Anyway, for summary, this rifle is what I expected. I like my setup and it's fun to shoot, even though I haven't shot a whole lot through it. I did not have any issues with it. Things that I would probably change or recommend, or whatever you want to call it, it would be at this barrel length they should have included a brake instead of a flash hider. Flash hider does look good though, It's just the recoil for this thing being with the short barrel. I think a break would have been better suited. I also think they could have included like a basic set of iron sights that would not break the bank, that are functional but would allow you to change out to something better or what you prefer, um, instead of like including some high dollar set that say you don't like, and then but you're kind of stuck with because you've spent the money on it, if that makes sense. Like I said, I have these Troys. They're on the heavy side because they're old and they're metal. I could probably put something else on there to reduce the weight a little bit, but I'm not having any issue with that. I did see a few complaints that people thought this rifle was heavy, or this pistol. I didn't think so, even when I first picked it up when I went to the dealer to get it. And that was one of the things I was kind of looking for because I had seen that complaint mentioned. I also think that they could have included the grip plug with this, and you could have it'd be your choice to use it or not. I went looking to see if this had anything to store a couple batteries in for the EOTech, because EOTechs don't have the greatest battery life. So I like having a spare battery or two on a rifle if I'm able to. But I had to order that because it wasn't included. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I'll probably do a follow-up video when I get my can to maybe include some shooting without the can, and then how it does with putting a dead air Sandman X on this that's flow through. Somebody recently said that being short barrel, they had a can on theirs, and they were getting a lot of gas in their face or something, so they were recommending a flow through, which the Sandman X is. So we'll, I guess, see about that as well. But anyway, if you have any comments, questions, whatever, leave them down below. Feel free to like and subscribe, and later.